I just reheard this story and I absolutely love it. If you look at the top row, there's a QWERTY keyboard, QWERTY, and we think that that keyboard was laid out that way because it's most efficient for typing. Well, that's not the case. It was actually laid out that way with the old school typewriter, that the keystrokes that often came before and after with the keys laid out this way, ribbon would not get tied up and would not jam. So that's why the keys are laid out in the way that they are. We don't need the keyboard out in this way. And at each point, consumers fought tooth and nail, even though it was proven to be less efficient to have the keys laid out this way, and there was no longer typewriter ribbons to worry about. We still have this keyboard because people do not like change. So I just like to weave that story, or wanted to weave that story in here, because when we hear change, we hear doing things differently. Our first, second, third reaction is no, things are working. Why do we have to change? Well, we should know why we're doing the things, and sometimes they're put in place for reasons that are no longer applicable. Similar to looking at our business, a great area market, we need to stop looking at our role as just a job in real estate. We are our own profitable business. Even if we're part of a team, a brokerage, multiple offices, thousands of agents across one brokerage, you are your own profitable business. I'm not saying be a lone wolf, I'm not saying to ignore the mandates, the rules of your office, your brokerage, but to view yourself as a profitable business and one that can either change brokerages if need be, change teams, run a brand, run a marketing scheme, prospecting scheme that works for you in that business. I've got another bullet here for a story from Brian Tracy. I'll just give high level. We want to start looking at ourselves as the value that we deliver, as opposed to we just work and we should be compensated for the time that we're working. The point of that, the consultant story that I'm not going to go into here for time's sake, because I'm going to try to stick to the 45 minutes this week, is that consultants, they charge not for the amount of time they work on something, not for the face-to-face time, but for the end result, for the value, for what the clients can gain. And that story, the consultant saves the client millions and millions of dollars, but only does so for about 20 minutes of work. So the client's asking, well, why do I have to pay for this? You only worked for 20 minutes. Why is that worth $10,000? And the point being, the value that he returned them was millions of dollars. So the $10,000 was actually a great deal for them.